Get off me. I'm not marrying anyone.
You already sold every year of your life to this family. Tonight, you pay properly.
You can't do this.
Refuse, and your brother loses school by morning. Your room, too.
Smile. This is the closest you'll ever get to being worth anything. If I walk out there, this blood is on you. Walk.
You're not the woman they promised me.
Then stop this.
Keep your chin up.
Why?
Because the wedding is still happening. You're not her. But from this second on, you'd better learn to be my wife.
You knew I wasn't the bride.
I knew enough.
Then why marry me?
Because the second that ring touched your hand, every predator in this family smelled blood.
You could have stopped it.
And let them drag you out as a fraud, you'd be dead before midnight.
They did this.
Mr. Cruz's orders.
Your family wants a corpse. Mine wants a payday.
Now you understand the room you're in. Sign. Claim my wife. Stay alive.
And if I don't?
By tomorrow, someone will expose you for the fake bride. They won't need a trial.
I don't die for free. Not for you. Not for any of them.
Good. Then learn fast.
If this girl wears the Cruz ring, she will be examined tonight.
Let's see if she can pass for a wife, or just a maid in silk.
So this is the woman who walked in with a mop and walked out with our name.
If you wanted a servant, you should have kept the uniform on me. Careful, she scrubs floors for a living. Silver might be too delicate for her.
Check her hands. A Cruz wife should not look rented.
Touch me again, and you'll do it with a broken wrist. There. That's the real her. Trash and borrowed silk. Seat 3 belongs to the daughter-in-law of the house. Yours is for decorative guests.
Pour for the table. Let us see whether instinct can imitate breeding.
This set is reserved for the ruling wife on oath mornings. If I touched it before you recognized me, you'd call it thieved. Also, your wine order is wrong. 2 dry, 1 sweet. You serve the senator's wife the bottle meant for the bishop. You stole my life!
No. She took a seat you were never invited to. Remove her chair. She can stand if she wants to watch.
3 days. Charity night. She appears as Mrs. Cruz. If she falls, the whole family will watch.
Tonight, you don't survive by looking pretty. You survive by making no mistakes. Then tell me the rules. All of them. Names, seats, enemies. Smile only when it buys silence. Cute. They polished the maid. Still trying on my life because yours never fit. VIP floor in 3 minutes.
A wife enters where she's placed, not where she dreams.
That's the donor's seat. If I sit there, your host salts his biggest partner before the first course.
Impressive. House staff do notice details.
There she is, the real bride.
A maid in diamonds.
Yes, I clean these floors. I know which hallway leaks before your guests smell it. I know which bar station slows the table turn, which sweet complaints kill repeat money, which blind corner loses VIP trust. You call it cleaning, I call it seeing what your empire hides under the gold.
Starting tomorrow, Mrs. Cruz reviews the VIP floor operations.
You can't be serious.
Sit or leave. That coin, where did you get it?
From my mother. Why?
Because men have killed for less.
Then stop staring at me like the next one was you.
That coin, where did you get it?
My mother left it. That's all you get.
Did she give you a name? A date? Anything tied to this family?
You married me with your mouth shut. Now you want my truth?
Truth gets people buried in this city.
Then stop digging in my grave.
Sign it, while my name still shields you.
This isn't protection. It's a leash.
It's survival.
What am I to you? Wife, bait, or hostage?
Stay near me. You live long enough to learn the answer.
I won't die so you can keep your secrets clean.
What are you?
It can't be a coincidence.
Perfect timing. Our VIP accounts are bleeding.
And you want the janitor bride to mop it up?
No. I want Cruz's new wife to explain it. Come in, Mrs. Cruz. Explain why the empire is bleeding. A cleaning girl walks into my boardroom, and suddenly money disappears.
Then your boardroom was bleeding long before I got here.
Good. Bleed in public.
VIP floor deficit, wedding overloads, suite renovations. Your name is attached to all 3.
She wore the ring for one night and started burning cash. Under family liability terms, the spouse can be held accountable.
You want a confession? Fine. Start with the lies. These labor hours were cut on paper, not on the floor. Fewer cleaners, same occupancy, impossible.
You read staffing sheets now?
Clean the aftermath of your parties. I know what waste looks like. This isn't waste, it's a tunnel. These suites were marked vacant, cleaned daily, linens changed twice. Someone was living in empty rooms.
Show me those rooms.
Hidden guests, hidden bills, hidden transfers. You didn't lose money. Someone washed it.
A maid notices stains. That doesn't make her family.
No. It makes me the first one here willing to name who spilled it.
Seal the ledgers. Lock the IP floor. No one leaves accounting without my clearance. And Mrs. Cruz? She audits it.
If you really want to know who your mother was, come alone tonight. Old Wing Archive, room 3117.
If this is a trap, I walk out with answers anyway.
Close the door. Fast.
You sent the note. Start talking.
That coin did not belong to a maid's daughter.
My stepmother said it was junk.
Your mother was erased, not disgraced.
Say her name.
She married into Cruz. Then the house buried her alive on paper. Take these before they vanish again.
They found us. Backstairs, now! You don't get to bury her twice.
Target moving. South exit.
Not again.
Get in.
You knew I'd come.
I knew they'd try to kill you.
How much did you know before tonight?
Enough.
You let me walk into their hands.
And now you know why they were waiting. I already suspected it. You may be the woman who was always meant to stand in that house.
You knew. You knew exactly what I was walking into.
I knew enough to keep you alive.
Alive? I was hunted in your family's dark wing like an animal. At the wedding, you saw the coin, then you chose me.
I chose the move that exposed my enemies.
Say it clean. I was bait.
At first, yes.
My stepmother sold me. You just priced me higher. Every time they humiliated me, every time they came for my throat, how much of that did you plan?
Not the parts that almost got you killed. I used the door. I did not order the wolves.
Then stop feeding me scraps. I want everything. It's out. Fake bride stole family files. The police picked it up. So did the Veil Network. She wants me cornered.
Lock the gates. No one gets to her first.
No more half-truths.
Then read your real name.
So this is my name? You knew it before I did.
I knew the bloodline, not the woman you'd become.
You don't get to hide a crown in my blood and call it protection.
Protection kept you breathing.
No. Control kept me useful.
Then stop being useful to me. Be dangerous with me.
These were hidden in the old service tunnel. Your mother's records.
Say it! Out loud.
Your mother was not a mistress. She was the lawful wife. And you were never an accident.
You knew I belonged in that family before I ever stepped into that wedding. This came through an unregistered line. No more secrets. No more cages. I go on my terms.
Then from now on, we hunt together.
Sign it. Family compensation. Every Cruz dollar comes through this house first.
You sold me in a veil and still call this family.
I kept you fed. I kept your brother in school.
You live because I allowed it.
No, I survived despite you. You got lucky. You stole my knife. Roman never looked at you twice. He'll get bored! Men like Roman don't keep maids. You'll crawl back. Then watch closely. Payroll theft. Forged guardianship forms. Years of extortion under my name.
These copies are enough to open a case.
You lost that word when you sold me.
We moved your brother. Keep paying if you want him safe.
He's at Aunt Claire's. You hid him for 6 hours. You're bluffing.
No. She's being merciful. Next time it's the whole Cruz bloodline.
Then they can come for me in daylight.
Inside.
You don't drag a bride like a prisoner unless she's won.
Mrs. Cruz. Mr. Cruz is waiting.
Door's locked. Sit.
You married me to cage me?
I married you because the second that ring touched your hand, every predator in this family smelled blood.
Then say it plain. Am I your wife or your bait?
Tonight, you're both. Survive first, be offended later. Sign. You stay in this suite, follow my schedule, speak when I tell you.
So this is your wedding gift.
That's your warning. The key opens the top floor. The gun keeps you alive on it.
I don't die for men who negotiate with my body.
Isabella's here. She brought the elders.
Decision time.
Open the door. If she's to bear the crew's name, we inspect what entered the family.
Stand beside me, or they tear you apart.
Send the bride in. If she trips before the table, save us the longer embarrassment.
Head up. Bleed later.
If they want a wife, they can face one.
Careful. Floors this polished are for walking, not mopping. Then stop standing where the help works.
Before she sits, inspect her. Hands, posture, manners. A cruise table does not adopt strays.
Look close. These hands cleaned your sweets, your broken glasses, your guests vomit. They notice what silk gloves miss. Your burgundy is set for fish. Your investor from Macaw is seated under the wrong crest. And that teacup by my plate? It's placed left-handed. You wanted me to touch it wrong. She memorized a few tell tricks. That doesn't make her family.
Family, you are in my guest seat. Stand, you speak when spoken to. Tonight, no one gave you that privilege. My wife sits here.
From Miss Cruz, your schedule.
3 days. In the VIP hall, the city will watch you fail in diamonds instead of detergent.
Then don't blink.
Family jewels are registered, even scraps.
It isn't yours to touch.
Then let's see what makes it so precious.
Give it back.
You moved faster for that coin than for your own bride.
Because I decide what stays in this family.
You knew that coin mattered.
Knowing enough keeps you alive.
No. Knowing more keeps you in control.
Tonight she attends the history gallery opening.
If that coin belongs to a servant line, I'll enjoy watching you wear it in public.
Then pray it doesn't belong above you.
Damn it.
She left the suite. No escort. Old records room, basement levels.
Where?
Show me what they buried.
I served that lady.
Who was she?
Not a mistress. A wife they erased.
Mrs. Cruz, move, now.
If you want your mother's name, don't let them catch you here.
Guess the mop girl learned couture fast. Fabric is easy. Class is harder.
Then tonight, impress us. Do not embarrass the family.
Your seat, Mrs. Cruz? That seat belongs to Legacy Blood.
And this card belongs to someone desperate. Wrong crest, wrong vintage,
Wrong target.
there she is. The real Mrs. Cruz. Yes, I cleaned these floors. I know which hallway leaks, which suite hides unpaid guests, which broken service chain bleeds your profit dry. You laugh at the woman who cleans your empire. That's why you never see where it's rotting.
Effective immediately, Nora Cruz oversees the VIP floor review.
You hand a casino floor to a maid?
No. To the only person in this room who noticed the trap before the silverware.
Next time you want me to fall, build a better floor.
Where did you get this coin?
You ran my file before the wedding.
Leave us.
Yes, sir. Not just my job, my mother, my necklace. You knew.
I knew enough to stop that wedding.
You let them drag me into that dress because I was useful.
I let it happen because the woman under that veil mattered more than the one who ran.
Don't rewrite it now.
At first, yes. You were leverage. Then every move I made to keep you alive was mine.
Protection that comes after betrayal is still betrayal. Keep your room, keep your script. I'm done playing your wife on your terms.
Walk out now, and Isabella will come for you first.
Then she can face me without you.
Bianca, track her. Don't stop her.
You kept my mother's numbers alive. Don't play dead with me.
Numbers don't stay alive. People do, if they learn when to disappear.
Then look at it and tell me why people are willing to kill for this.
Because that coin belonged to the woman they erased.
He won't talk here. Too many ears. Move.
Your mother built a shadow ledger. She hid the keys inside staff, route, and cleaning codes.
These aren't room numbers. They're shift maps.
Good. Then you really are hurt. Hand over the file, now!
Tell Isabella she should have come herself.
You touch my wife again, you lose the hand. We were ordered to recover family property. She is family property to you? Get in the car.
No. This time I keep what I found. Argue inside or bleed outside.
You wanted your own network, and everyone hunting it.
Too many headlights for one witness.
Hand over the numbers, Mrs. Cruz.
If you knew what they opened, you wouldn't say it that calmly.
Search her!
Take your hands off me.
No!
Wrong copy.
Then you come with us.
You touch my wife again, you lose the hand before the breath. We were paid to bring her alive. Then go collect from the dead.
You said I could handle my own move.
You could, until they put a gun to your head.
You had men on me.
I had men losing sight of you.
Road's clear for 2 miles.
Say the name, now!
You don't want that answer.
Try me.
Sister Gigi, she sold your route. Now you know how far your family has gone.
Good. Then I stopped calling them family.
You wanted this life so badly, take it. You finally broke. I knew the Maid would crack under real diamonds. I can walk away tonight. Roman, the penthouse, the title, all yours. It was always supposed to be mine.
Then say it clean. How did I end up on that aisle?
The real bride ran because we paid her to run. I made one call, the bride vanished, you fit the dress, Roman got trapped.
So Mom sold me. And you helped.
Sold you? Please. We upgraded you.
And the men who came after me in the desert?
Not random. I gave them your route. Ah, you should thank me. Without me, you'd still be pushing a mop.
Say one more word about that mop.
Roman, she set me up.
Did she?
The bride vanished. I gave them your route.
She was upset. She didn't mean.
Save it for when I decide who goes first.
I'm not cutting one weed, I'm pulling the whole root. If this box is empty, someone buried my mother twice.
Open it before they hear us.
She wasn't a mistress. She was his wife.
Look at the transfers. Your mother found what Isabella was hiding.
She didn't run, she was trying to expose them.
Search every locker. She came this way.
Run!
Truth moves faster when it's carried by blood.
Read it. Out loud.
This certifies a lawful marriage.
My whole life, they called her filth. You knew this family buried her.
I knew pieces, not this.
Then hear the rest. She found Thief. She found betrayal. She died for it. I'm not the outsider you dragged in. I belong to this war.
My father was looking for these before he died.
Then this family didn't lose my mother. It hunted her. From now on, I don't beg for a place here. I take it back.
Stop right there. This family does not toast a fraud.
Choose your next sentence carefully, Aunt.
Your bride is the daughter of a traitor. Her mother bled an oath before she ran, admitting theft, betrayal, and a child that should never inherit this house.
She didn't marry up. She snuck in.
Keep smiling. It gets uglier when you panic.
Under family code, Mrs. Cruz can be stripped of title pending council judgment.
I warned her not to bring shame on us.
Anyone touching my wife answers to me first.
Then lose with her. Protect this girl, and you lose your claim, your vote, and your father's chair.
Show me the date.
Desperate already?
This paper was issued after the year you claim she wrote it.
A cleaner judging archival paper. How original.
Then let the council read it tomorrow.
Your mother left the truth in the old vault. Go before she burns it.
Her mother bled shame into this family. She ruins every house she enters.
She couldn't hold a mop, now a crown?
One more word about my wife. Answer to me.
Then answer the family. A traitor's daughter has no seat.
If proven, she loses title. Shield her, you lose succession. Suspend it. Touch her, and you burn too.
This paper is older than your date.
A maid judging archives. That's almost funny.
You saw something.
I saw them bury me while you counted the cost.
Miss Cruz, cut your upper floor access in half.
Your mother left something. Old vault. East wing basement.
If Isabella knows, she won't wait for dawn.
Then Dawn gets there after I do.
They froze my access, not my reach.
She wants me cornered. You want me hidden. Same cage.
Tonight you stay visible to no one.
Too late. She already put me on the board.
Basement vault, old tower. Your mother left something real.
If you left me a door, I'm opening it. No. Don't trust anyone who protects you but won't tell you the truth.
Mrs. Cruz, step away from the vault.
I'm done being dragged.
Back off.
My mother warned me about you before I even knew your name.
She warned you about men who hide truth behind protection.
Then stop hiding.
This proves your mother had legal standing.
And you knew.
I knew enough to keep you alive, not enough to clear your name.
I don't need saving. I need everything you didn't say. What name is that?
If this code is right, your mother wasn't hidden under haze.
You knew before the meeting.
I knew enough to keep you alive.
You knew this could tie me to your family, and you still let them drag me to that altar?
The bride vanished. You appeared wearing the one thing my father spent years looking for.
So I wasn't a mistake. I was a move.
At first, yes. Then every bullet aimed at you became my problem.
Keep your key. Find another pawn. Mr. Cruz wants an escort on you. An escort or surveillance?
If you're leaving him, don't leave blind. Marta says the old dealers still remember your mother.
Good. I'll ask people who don't marry women for leverage.
Look at the coin before you call her a liar.
That mark belonged to the first lady of this house.
Then help me prove they erased her. And me.
Your mother kept names, debts, and the men who sold both. We kept copies. Read page 9 first.
You're not the only one looking for the past.
You knew my mother.
That coin wasn't given. It was inherited.
Then stop testing me. Tell me who she was.
Your mother was the lawful lady they erased. She found Isabella's money trail. Chips out, cash washed clean. The full book is in Isabella's private vault. This gets you to the door.
You have what you came for. We leave now.
Not yet.
Still smells like bleach. Couture can't fix cheap.
Pretty stone. Pity it's not yours.
Jealous? Roman buys me better gifts than he ever bought you.
Lot 47. Emerald Heir cruise consignment, unpaid, unreleased. So tell me, Gigi, did you steal it or did Isabella lend you stolen property?
Let go of me, you psycho janitor! I've children and have dropped into the pouch!
Check her necklace against the consignment ledger.
Lot 47 is not cleared, ma'am.
You said it was safe!
Thank you for the opening move. Then I'll come back for the vault.
Careful, child. One necklace proves embarrassment, not victory.
3 seconds. That's all I need.
If the red light blinks, don't run to the elevator. Drop to the service stairs. Bring back the ledger, not the fear.
Who just went through that door?
A leak on level 9. Unless you plan to mop it yourself.
Not impossible, just expensive. Roman. Got you. The day my father died.
You were always easy to sell, Nora. Tonight costs more. Hand it over.
You owe this family your life.
You sold my life. Don't call that family.
Why was money moved the day my father died?
You don't want that answer.
This date, it's the week my father died.
Not a payroll bonus, a silence payment.
You said that too fast.
He tried to mail something to my father before he died.
So he didn't fall. He was erased.
Last witness is alive. We move now.
Your mother ran to save you, not to betray them.
Who killed my father?
Isabella forged the blood letter. Used your stepmother to watch your house. The moment they found the coin, they were going to kill you too.
Finish. Now.
The real marriage papers, the original share files, inside the crown display structure on coronation night.
Then I won't beg for my name back. I'll take it.
Speak.
You are too late. The coronation hall was sealed an hour ago. Come for the crown if you dare, Nora. I'll bury your mother beside your father. No more hiding me. No more deciding for me. Take me to that crown. Tomorrow night, I take the crown. And I take your name.
Forge blood, fake rules. That's panic.
One vote, and you leave through the service exit.
Then you need a board that still obeys you.
3 swing votes, 2 lawyers. Freeze window closes at midnight.
Stand with her, and you fall too.
She decides where I stand.
Looks better on me than on the maid.
Papers are ready. If Nora lasts an hour, we leave tonight.
No one leaves until Nora is buried in public. A crown fits when no one dares stop you. Your mother saved this for the night they finally see you.
No more half-truths. Tomorrow, we end this war.
My men, my votes. You decide.
Airports and ports lock in 20 minutes.
And me?
Show up on time. Tomorrow night, we end it.
She left this for the night I stop hiding. She didn't run. She cut the truth into pieces, so no one could bury all of it.
Then tonight we finish what she started.
No. I finish it. You don't get to lead my war after writing the first lie.
I already froze every private runway. Your stepmother and Gigi aren't leaving the city.
Good. They don't get an exit, they get a front row seat.
When she falls tonight, this crown finally lands on the right head.
Nora was born to be traded. She should thank us for teaching her value. Keep smiling. By the time she reaches the stairs, the room will already hate her.
There may be a delay at the private terminal.
What delay?
Stand still. If you panic before she does, you're useless to me. Your mother wore this to become his wife. You wear it to become yourself.
Tonight, nobody names me for me.
Then take the room.
Mrs. Cruz.
The one on trial tonight isn't me.
One forged bride, one tainted bloodline. And tonight, we cut both out.
Then let's cut with facts. This is my mother's marriage certificate. Legal, sealed, filed before you erased her name.
The seal code matches the original family registry.
A paper proves a ceremony, not loyalty.
Then try thief. These shares were held in trust for my mother's line. You drained them through shell accounts for years.
Don't touch the evidence.
And here's your loyalty.
Money laundered through rival channels. Casino funds bled out. Family law rewritten to hide it.
You think they'll believe a maid in borrowed silk?
They'll believe the ink, the codes, the signatures.
And if that isn't enough, ask the women who sold me into your scheme.
Stay where you are.
Shall we hear what they said when they thought no one was listening?
That crown should have been mine.
You wanted the crown. She wanted the payout. And I brought receipts.
Forgery, extortion, repeated withdrawals under Nora Hayes.
Enough! She still entered this family as a spare bride.
Wrong. I was never the second choice. I was the erased heir. Fake ink. Wrong paper stock. Wrong family code.
The seal is authentic. The blood letter isn't.
And those two sold me, blackmailed me, then begged for my crown. You stole my life! No, you chased a title with an empty name.
I raised you! You owe this family everything!
You raised a paycheck, not a daughter.
Orders. My turn to stop deciding for her. She defines this family now.
This isn't won by marrying in. It was mine before any of you touched it. Freeze Isabella's assets, remove her from the board, rewrite every rule that turned women into bargaining chips.
Not my second bride, my equal.
Then keep up.